All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today we are talking about how to read your textbook. What? Yeah, I know, but there are tricks. Don't read everything. What? Wait, your teacher just told you not to read the whole book. Yeah, I know. All right, so a lot of you have been asked to start creating circle maps and skimming your books. So I'm just going to kind of go over briefly with you how that is done. Now, the reason we're doing that is because we're going to be focusing on reading comprehension. And one way to increase reading comprehension is to give your brain signals, clues that tell it, hey, you know what? This is what I'm reading about. Maybe I should think about what I already know about this topic. Maybe I should think about what I need to know about this topic. All right, so we're going to begin when we have a reading assignment by skimming the chapter selection in the book. Now, so you'll create a circle map. As you can see, I have one here. In the center of your circle map, you will put the title of your reading selection from your textbook. Now, in your textbook, you have chapters and sections or lessons. So what I'd like you to do is in this center, you're going to put chapter 8, lesson 1, and then the title of the lesson. I'm not allowed to show your textbook. So you can see I have an article here that I am allowed to show you. And what I'm going to do is just simply paste the title into the center of my map. So I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. Check out how that worked. All right. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next is to skim the chapter. Skimming means that we look it over. We don't really read everything. We just look at formatting. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to copy down into my circle map any headings or bold terms or vocabulary words that I see in that selection. So I am not yet actually actively reading. I am just skimming. So I'm looking here and I see there's a picture. Pictures are often useful and give us good information. So I see below the picture is a caption. It says Benjamin Franklin from the Library of Congress. Now, I'm just simply going to add the term Benjamin Franklin over here in my circle map because it might be something that's of importance to my reading. Benjamin Franklin there. So easy as that. All right. Now I'm going to skim down the page in my reading selection. I'm going to look for any more large titles. Aha, here we go. You see the American Enlightenment. So I'm going to click back over here and I'm going to type in American Enlightenment. Okay. Now I'm going to look for another one. Oh, look, see, here's another one. Ben Franklin, 1706 to 1790. I'm just going to put that straight out over here into my map. Okay. And we can see that it's covering the dates. Sorry, guys, the technical difficulties. I'm getting better at this techie stuff. I'm still learning. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to continue skimming my article or my reading selection, and I'm looking for things that would be vocabulary words. Now, in your textbooks, the vocabulary words are often either in bold or they're highlighted. In this particular text, a lot of times that they are italicized. So I can see here I've got something in italics. And I think that is probably an important term. So I'm just going to click over here and I'm going to add that. Let me put some spaces in there, to my circle map. Now, remember this is a circle map, so it doesn't have to be in any specific order. It doesn't have to look neat. It just has to contain the information. Okay, so I'm clicking back over here and I'm just kind of looking. I don't see any more big terms. Oh, here we go. Autobiography. There we go. That would be a vocabulary term. So I'm going to click over here and I'm going to add that to my circle map. There we go. Autobiography. I missed the Y. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to continue looking and I see I've got another heading. So I will add that heading to my map. Hector Saint-Jean de Crevecoeur. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. Sorry guys, French is a little confusing. All right, so I'm going to add that to my circle map as well. Let's see, we will just click over here and there we go. So as I'm adding it, I'm having to kind of read just those few headings and it activates my prior knowledge. What do I know about this? Well, not a whole heck of a lot, I'm going to be honest with you. I've heard of Ben Franklin and Poor Richard's Almanac. I've definitely, in college, heard about the American Enlightenment, but you may not have yet. I do happen to know an autobiography is a book someone writes about their own life. So I do have some knowledge on that one. But I've never heard of this Hector person. Nope. All right, so I'm going to come back over here. Oh, here we go. We've got italics means that is a vocabulary term. So I'm going to highlight Letters from an American Farmer. Sounds like a book. Something of that nature, and I'm going to just add that in to my map. There we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. There's more. All right, the political pamphlet. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I'm getting better at this, honest. I really am. Okay, copy and paste. There we go. And Thomas Paine. Ooh, I do remember him from history class. There we go. So copy and paste. All right. So I'm just jotting down the headings. Oh, here we go. Common sense is in italics. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that into my... I've heard of that. That's actually something written by Thomas Paine, I do believe. Okay, there we go. And I'm looking, I see the Federalist Papers. Aha, so it looks like most of my vocabulary in this reading selection is some type of writing, which makes sense since this reading selection is about literature. Okay, there we go. And I've got another big heading here so you can see. Now you've got the idea. As we're reading, all we do is simply copy the headings, vocabulary words, bold-faced terms, onto our circle map. Now, what do you think should be our frame of reference? In this case, where is my information coming from? It's coming from my textbook, so I could put the title of my textbook. This particular book is a digital book, so it doesn't have a title on here, but for your purposes, you would be reading this in your history book, most likely, because all of this is about history. So I'm simply going to put history textbook into my frame of reference. And now, students, you know how to take a circle map as you skim your textbook. Happy reading, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next time here at Hope.